Namaste everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first video. So before we dive into the adventure, I just want to start with a quick apology as this is my first attempt at capturing and sharing my journey. You might notice a few mistakes here and there. I am not approaching this as a professional YouTuber but more as a memory keeper, someone who just want to capture this amazing experience and share them with you. So while the vlogs might not be perfect, they are real and honest. Thank you for your patience and for coming along with me on this journey. I hope you enjoyed the adventure as much as I did living it. Now let's get into it. Our adventure begins in Kathmandu. We hop on a flight to Nepal, which is about an hour away by air. Once we landed in Nepal, the journey continued by road. We caught a bus from Nepal to Surkhet, and the ride gave us a real feel for the landscape, from the plains to the rolling hills. After a long journey from Kathmandu to Nepal and then by the bus to Surkhet, we finally arrived and decided to rest off for the night. Surkhet is a peaceful place and it felt good to relax after a full day of travel. The next morning, we were up early to continue our journey. This time, we hopped into a bolero, a rock vehicle perfect for the rough roads ahead, and headed towards Jumla. The road to Jumla is long and challenging, but the scenery makes it all worth it. You really get to experience the wild beauty of this region as we climb higher into the mountain. It's a bumpy ride, but it's all part of the adventure. From the green valley to the rocky cliff, the journey to Jumla is unlikely anything else. We have still got a long way to go, but we are excited for what's waiting for us in Jumla. Stay tuned as the adventure continues. Good morning from Jumla. After a long journey, we finally made it, and let me tell you, the views are absolutely stunning. The fresh mountain air, the peaceful vibes, it's the perfect place to take it all in. We also had the chance to catch up with an old friend here in Jumla. It's always nice to connect with familiar faces in such a remote place. By the way, he's the guy who planned all this trip. After enjoying the views, we headed down to Jumla Bazaar to explore the local market. There is so much character here, from the colorful stall to the friendly locals. It's a great way to experience the town's unique charm. Since we have been traveling for a while, we also took a quick stop at our friend's hospital for a basic health checkup. It's important to make sure we are in good shape before heading out for the next leg of the journey. With everything in check, we are getting ready for tomorrow climb. The plan is to get a feel to Cherechor to make the next day trek a bit easier. We are excited to start the ascent and see what's ahead. Tomorrow's going to be a big day, so we are wrapping things up early to rest and prepare. Stay tuned as the adventure continues. We are just getting started. With the sun dipping below the horizon, the sky drawn into a blend of pink and oranges, it's moments like this that make all the effort worthwhile. After about 2 to 3 hours of climbing, we made it, Cherechor, at last. The view is stunning, even in the twilight, and it feels great to have made it here just in time. Now, it's time to settle in and prepare for tomorrow's trek. We will rest off here tonight, but the journey isn't over yet.
भिडमा गयो घाँड हेराल्नुपर्छ ओह्रालो होइन यो ओह्रालोमा यो भिड छ उसको फुस्क्यो भने अब 1,000-2,500 घाँडले अहिले 12,000-13,000 एक घाँडमा उसको फुस्क्यो भने गयो भने जोइ मेरा राजा आउँदा पनि
We started our day bright and early at 6 am, heading uphill to Dafe Peak. The views were absolutely worth the effort.
एउटा त्यहाँ छ बाहो मेया बेबी माथि पुगिसक्यो बेबी के भन्नु छ ओ ढेँडो लु 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 Everybody's come for fighting. एउटा चाहिँ फेरि अग्लै हिँडेको बाटो बिर्सेर ऊ तल पुगिसक्यो कराउँदै आउँदैछ
After soaking in a breathtaking scenery, we made our way down to Khalichor for a hearty lunch. We spent nearly 2 hours there, resting and recharging for the journey ahead.
यो चाहिँ खाली भन्ने चौर आइपुग्यौँ। यहाँनिर एकछिन खाजा खाएर मिसाएर अनि फेरि रारातर्फ उकालो लाग्नेछौँ। तिनजना जाऊ न, तिनजना जाऊ न। लै नै हिँडेको दामी देख्छ।
The route we are taking today is one that hasn't been used in years, ever since roadways opened up. It's not a popular trek anymore, but we want to take the road less traveled.
छ यताबाट जाने, यताबाट हिँड्नु अन्त त।
This path used to be a lifeline for locals, but now it's only used once a year during a marathon. Luckily, we found the mark left behind for the marathon runners. And that's what we have been using to guide us. It's been years since anyone regularly trekked this path. But we are daring to bring it back to the life. It is definitely an adventure. The trail isn't clear and we have had to rely on these faded markers to keep us on track. It feels like we are walking through history. This was once a vital road and now it's almost forgotten. So this was the last spot where we were able to trek the marathon mark. Everything seems fine until we lost our way. The trail just disappeared and After wandering for about 2 to 3 hours, we were starting to get worried. But adventures not always smooth, right? We kept our cool, and guess what? Eventually we stumbled upon this tiny overgrown path covered in stinging nettles. Yeah, not funny. But we had a hunch it was going to same direction as we were heading, so we pushed through. Chauthi. By the time we get there, it was already 8 p.m. and let me tell you, we were exhausted. We woke up early the next morning, ready to tackle the day. After a quick breakfast, we packed up and hit the trail again. The first part of the hike was peaceful, and after about 2 hours, we reached Bulbule. This spot was the meetup point where the hiking route connects with the road used by motor vehicles.
हिजोको त्यो रोड छ नि यहाँबाट आउने खाम छ त्यो खाली खालीबाट भुलभुले हाम्रो
गाडीमा रारा जाँदा चाहिँ नाममा बजाबाट यता हुँदै सिन्जा हुँदै सिधै भुलभुले रारा लेक हामी चाहिँ नाङमाबाट तातो पानी हुँदै जुम्ला पुग्यौँ। यहाँबाट सुरु गरेको हिँड्नु
यहाँ त्यहाँ यता हामी यता
कता
यो डाँफेलेको यस्तै यो
ए अँ
त्यहाँबाट चन्दननाथ पटमारा होमस्टे
त्यहाँबाट
Stop for trekkers to take a break and refuel. We decided to grab some breakfast here and recharge. Simple but delicious meal, the perfect fuel for what was coming next. Breakfast, we figured why not switch things up a bit. Hiking the rest of the way, we decided to hitchhike and see if we could catch a ride further down the road. Waiting, a super friendly truck driver from Bajang offered to take us to Jarekola. That rock was definitely one of the highlights of the trip. It was totally different way to experience the landscape, and it gave us chance to rest our legs after the morning hike. Hours off the road, we arrived at Jarekola. Out to our driver for the ride. After arriving at the entry gate, we had to check in with the Nepal Army station there. They made sure we had our tickets and that everything was in order. Everything checked out and we were ready to go. This time we decided to take the uphill route to explore even more of the mountain. But honestly, we had no idea what we were getting into. The trail was tough, and after a while it became less and less clear where we were supposed to go. We were completely clueless about the path ahead. We had a rough idea of where we wanted to go, but the trail was unmarked and we weren't sure if we were even heading in the right direction. Thankfully, we came across some locals who were out watching their animals. We stopped to ask them for directions, and they pointed us toward what seems like the right path. We thanked them and continued on, thinking we had everything under control, but guess what? We got lost again. Yep,
त्यता पनि हेर न
for the second time.
उफ्रो उफ्रो पनि अब
It's becoming a bit of the theme on this trip, getting lost. But honestly, that's all part of the adventure, right? We try to retrace our steps, follow the directions we were given, but the path just seems to disappear. It was deja vu all over again, but at this point, we have learned to embrace it. Every step is taking us deeper into those beautiful mountains. And even though the path ahead is unclear, that's what makes this whole experience so special. We have got a bit of daylight left, so we are pushing on to this find the right path before nightfall. Finger crossed. This time we stay on track. It was getting late, and after hours of trekking through rock terrain, we finally arrived at the place called Mini Chol. We were exhausted, hungry, and honestly just ready to find somewhere to rest for the night.
ए होइन होला दामी आयो
It just goes to show, even when you are at your most exhausted, sometimes the universe threw you to lifeline. And ours come in the form of these horse riders who were kind enough to help us out. Finally, after a long and unexpected journey, we arrived at the hotel. We were so grateful to those horse riders for getting us there safely. It was the perfect end to an unforgettable day. Now, it's time to get some well-deserved rest. We have had an absolutely crazy day, from getting lost to the finding our way again twice. But hey, that's what makes this trip so memorable. Even though it didn't go as planned, every twist and turn made the journey even more special. These are the kind of moments you can't plan for, but they always end up being the most unforgettable. Welcome to Rara Lake, the largest lake in Nepal, and one of the most beautiful places I have ever seen. Nestled at an altitude of 2,990 meters, this hidden gem lies within the remote wilderness of Rara National Park.
नेपाली बोल्दैन क्या उसको मुख खाली राखिदिनु हुँदैन है त्यो त्यसो भए यो त गणेश हो है त्यो मुखमा कोचिदिइरहेको भने चाहिँ चुप लागेर बस्नु होला
ज्याकेट लागेर गर्नु भयो नाचिदेऊ न मनिष नाचिदेऊ न
इस्माइल हो इस्माइल भानु इधर हाँस न
पानी पर्छ आपलाई पनि हाली अझै रिक्दान पर्छ
Rara Lake is often called the Queen of Lakes because of its tranquil beauty. Spanning over 10.8 square kilometers, the crystal clear water reflects the surrounding mountains and the dense forest, making it feel like you have stepped into a painting. The lake is located inside Rara National Park, which is home to the rich variety of wildlife and plants. From Himalayan black bears to red pandas, this area is the sanctuary for many rare species. It's truly a paradise for nature lovers. The locals here in Mugu and Jumla consider Rara sacred. It's more than just a beautiful lake. It holds cultural significance for the people who have lived in this rain for the generation. Whether you are here for the peaceful solitude, the wildness, or the sense of adventure, Rara Lake offers something for everyone. This is the place where nature takes the lead and you reminded of how vast and untouched some parts of the world still are. If you are looking for the place that off the beaten path, where nature still reigns supreme, Rara Lake is definitely worth the journey. It's an unforgettable experience. Thanks for sticking with us through this epic adventure. It's been a wild ride, but we have made it. If you enjoyed the series, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more adventures, and let us know in the comment what you thought about our journey. Have you ever had a hitch a ride or get help from locals while traveling? We had loved to hear your story. Until next time, keep exploring and stay adventurous.